I actually think the U.S. economy is getting a little bit better each year. And then, John, we've just got to get this, fiscal deficit behind us. We've got to get decisions made. There's capital on the sidelines. I've always believed that this needs to be an investment-led recovery. In other words, the consumer was the engine of growth, not just for the last decade, but for the last 30 years in the United States. I think if we want our economy to reach potential again, we've got to get more investment in the United States, more CapEx. The other thing I'd say is, if you walk through a factory in Ohio, people know what they want. They're not divided. If you walk through a factory in Illinois, people know what they want. They're not divided. So I just think there's a real disconnect in many ways between what is in the spirit of the people I see every day and what gets reflected, in public policy.
There's been a huge debate in America about offshore earnings for companies like GE. So your capital at the end of the first quarter of 2012 was about over $100 billion. What is the correct policy to want to have GE bring that money back, the correct tax policy to bring that money back and reinvest in America, or is it just politics?
Well, look, I think every other economy in the world has what's called a territorial tax system. Everyone. We are the outlier. So they all basically have, I believe in tax reform. I believe the tax rate should be, maybe 25, somewhere in that range. Take away the deductions and allow this territorial system so the companies can repatriate their earnings back to the United States. That's the way Germany does it. It's the way Japan does it. It's the way the UK does it. It's the way every other economy.
Based on where you earn that money.
Based on where you earn the money.